PIA Flight PK-8303, May 22, 20, detailed overview. PIA Flight PK-8303 was a domestic flight operated by Pakistan International Airlines (PIA) between Allama Iqbal International Airport in Lahore and Jinnah International Airport in Karachi, Pakistan. On May 22, 2020, the Airbus A320-214, registration APBLD, crashed into a densely populated residential area of Model Colony in Karachi while attempting to land at Jinnah International Airport. Key details of the incident. Flight details. Flight number PK-8303, aircraft Airbus A320-214 APBLD, operator Pakistan International Airlines PIA, route Lahore LHE to Karachi KHI. Date, May 22, 2020. Scheduled time of arrival, around 2:30 p.m. PKT. Crash location. The plane crashed into a residential area near Model Colony, roughly 1.3 miles, 2 kilometers, away from Jinnah International Airport, Karachi. It struck homes in the narrow streets, causing damage and fatalities on the ground. Timeline of events. 1. Initial approach. As the aircraft approached Karachi, it attempted a landing at Jinnah International Airport. The initial attempt at landing failed due to issues with the landing gear. The pilots decided to execute a go-around, a maneuver where the aircraft ascends again to prepare for another landing attempt. Landing gear issue. According to preliminary investigations, during the first landing attempt, the aircraft's landing gear was not deployed. The pilots continued the approach, resulting in the engines scraping the runway surface, damaging both engines. However, they managed to lift off again for another landing attempt. Number 3, distress call. Shortly after the go-around, both engines failed. The pilots issued a mayday call, indicating they had lost power. At this point, the aircraft was unable to maintain altitude and began descending rapidly. 4. Crash. Just before 2:45 p.m., the aircraft crashed into Model Colony, a residential area near the airport. It damaged multiple homes but narrowly avoided a larger disaster by not hitting a more densely populated section of the city. Casualties and survivors. Onboard passengers and crew. Total occupants, 99. 91 passengers, 8 crew members. Fatalities, 97, including all crew members and 89 passengers. Survivors. 2 passengers miraculously survived the crash. The survivors were identified as Zafar Masood, president of the Bank of Punjab, and Mohammed Zubair, both of whom sustained injuries, but survived the crash. Ground casualties. Although the crash occurred in a densely populated area, there were no significant casualties on the ground, although several homes were destroyed and a few residents sustained injuries. Investigation findings. 1. Preliminary reports. Initial reports from the Civil Aviation Authority, CAA, suggested that human error played a significant role in the crash.